Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise the grammar lesson, chapter 1 of grammar, that is the sentences. So students, as we have already studied this chapter, we are just going to revise it for the purpose of PT1 exam. So let's move further to what is a sentence. Let us see, students, what sentences are. So as you all know that there are 26 letters in English alphabet. So when we make the group of letters together which expresses a particular meaning, we call it a word. But when those group of words are taken together which contains subject and a verb, and we get the complete meaning or say the complete sense out of those group of words, we call it a sentence. One more thing, students, you need to keep in mind is that sentence always starts with a capital letter and will always end with punctuation mark, be it full stop, be it exclamation mark, or be it interrogative one. See the sentences. She wrote a letter to her best friend. Here, students, we know that she is a pronoun which is a subject and wrote is a verb, and it is starting with a capital letter and ending with a full stop. Jack broke the jar. We are getting the meaning out of this group of words, no? She does not sing well. So these are the examples of sentences. Coming to the kinds of sentences, there are basically 4 kinds of sentences. The first one is assertive sentences, which are also called as declarative one, and they end with this full stop. The second kind of sentences, interrogative sentences, which then ends up with question mark. The third one is imperative sentences, which again end up with the full stop. The fourth kind is exclamatory sentences, which end up with the exclamation mark. Coming to the first kind of sentences, assertive or say the declarative sentences. So these are that kind of sentences that state the matter of fact and an opinion. It will always end with a full stop. Let us understand it more with the help of examples. The first example is, it is going to rain today. So by seeing the weather, I can make out that it might rain today. So that is my opinion which I feel. And also it is ending with a full stop. So it will be a declarative sentence. Okay. Second is, India is a developing country. So here it is known to each and every one of us that India is a developing country, as it's a fact. So this is also a declarative sentence. Declarative sentences are basically divided into 2 kinds. The first one is affirmative and the second one is negative. The first example, Madhuri sings well. That is the affirmative sentence because we have not used any negative words like no, not, nothing. But while coming to the second sentence, Madhuri does not sing well. Here we have used the negative word, that is not. As I have highlighted it also, that is why it will be a negative sentence. Coming to the second type of sentences, that is interrogative sentences. These are the sentences which ask questions, and it will always be punctuated with a question mark. Let us see certain examples also. Where were you? So that is a question that I'm asking you, that where have you been? The second is, did you do your homework? So you are going to answer that if you would have done your homework, you will say yes. If not, then you will say no. So even here, students, there are 4 kinds of interrogative sentences. The first one is yes no questions. The second is WH questions. Third is tag questions, and fourth is choice questions. We'll be actually revising these also in detail. Let us see more about the types of interrogatives. The first one is yes no question. So students, these are the questions which you can answer by saying just one word, that is yes or no. Like if I just ask you, are you ready to go to the party? If you would be ready, you will say yes. If you will not be ready, what you will say? No. The second sentence of interrogative one is alternative interrogatives, which are also called choice questions. And students, these are the questions that provide choice, and the answer to this choice question will always be there in the question sentence itself. Example, if I ask you, would you prefer chocolate or vanilla ice cream? So this is a question sentence and this is a choice question sentence, as the answer is given in the question itself, the chocolate or vanilla, whichever you feel like eating. Okay. The third one is WH questions, and these questions, students, the answer of these questions can be simple or in the explanation form also, but it will always start with WH words, that is who, why, when, where. Okay, how also comes under this. Example, if I ask you that what are you doing, so whatever you'll be doing, like if you would be studying, you will say I am studying. Okay. Tag questions, students, these are the questions that are formed by adding an interrogative tag, or you can say question tag, at the end of the declarative or say the imperative statement or imperative sentences. For example, if I say you, like the example is given here, you live in the city. So students, keep this in mind, always we need to go with the subject. What is the subject here? You. Okay, and do we find any auxiliary verb here, that is helping verb? No. So whenever there would be no auxiliary verb, that is helping word, we will always go with do or does. Okay, that depend on the on the subject. So here you, I am saying you, which is a subject and no auxiliary verb. So what are we going to write here? Also this is in the present tense, so we will go with don't. Okay, we write don't you. Fine. If I give you another sentence like Mrs. Lal is your class teacher, so what will be your answer? We have to see the subject, who is Mrs. Lal, and also students, keep this in mind that the subject that we write in the question tag, it will always be in the pronoun form. Okay, so if I say Mrs. Lal is your class teacher, fine, so what it will be, the auxiliary verb is already there, that is Mrs. Lal is your class teacher, is there, so is will be in the question tag form. And as students, one more thing, keep this in mind, that affirmative sentence, this is Mrs. Lal is your class teacher, this is affirmative sentence because we have not used any no or not. Okay, so it will always have a negative tag, that is not. Okay, we are going to use not in the question tag, and for Mrs. Lal we have used the pronoun she and then the question mark. Coming to the third kind of sentences, which is imperative sentences. So students, keep this in mind that it is a grammatical mood that always expresses a command, request or an advice. Okay, for example, see there, stop fighting. So that is my command which I am giving to the two people, or say the students, that you should not fight. Second one is please switch off the lights. So I am requesting the person to switch off the lights by adding please. Third one, always speak the truth. So this is the advice which I am giving to someone, that you should always speak truth. Let us see the last kind of sentences, that is exclamatory sentences, which always express about the sudden emotions, that is excitement. It can be the disgusting feeling as well, it can be the shocking one, it can be sad, it can be frightening, afraid, or it can be extreme happiness of yours. That all depends upon the sudden emotions or the feelings that you get. And also it will always end with an exclamation mark. Okay, for example, you can see students, we have won the match. So the team is very happy and is saying that yes, we have won the match, and so they are expressing their feelings. That is why we have put exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. Like the second one, you did a great job. So the girl is extremely happy. You can see in the picture that she got appreciated by her teacher, and so she is extremely happy that she has been appreciated by her teacher, that she did a great job.